The income property you know and love is changing. And it's all about bringing a bigger and better show to you.
Income Property has had a successful run of 6 seasons, and we wanted to expand and grow the show and the brand to include a part of the story that we haven't told yet, which is how do people find an income property. We're taking the Income Property brand and growing it to a 1-hour format. We're adding real estate to the top of the show, so the front half of the show will be shopping for a house and the back half of the show will be renovating it. And hopefully at the end of the hour, someone will have made a lot of money.
I'm happy to help people get involved, and I feel like people have been misguided in the past, and I've always said if I can help people before they buy the property, that would be best. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
Although it will have the same title, it's a new, bigger, bolder show, and so we needed a new opening, and we wanted an opening that was as big and as bold as the show is going to be.
We wanted to make Scott as heroic as possible. We were brainstorming, we're trying to figure out, what is the best way to do that, and instantly slow motion comes to mind, and explosions, and then just the bigness of all that. I think that's the fundamental principle behind this concept.
Ready, and action!
We wanted the opening to be really cinematic and feel like a mini movie.
They wanted something bigger, they wanted something epic. They wanted it to look like a movie sequence that you'd see in Mission Impossible, starring Scott. So, the first place we went to was the commercial world, and I think we've done that by hiring Tantrum and the team that they brought on to just, push it up a notch and give it a new, fresh look, and hit it out of the park in terms of an opening that is inspiring, sets a new bar for the show. It's bigger, it's better, it's epic. There's going to be cool special effects. Scott's going to be like this rock star walking down the street. You're not going to know who this mystery man is.
It's nice to be dressed up and doing that, but I've got a few hidden things in my trench coat, and I can't wait to bust them out.
The first big special effects shot is going to be Scott taking a sledgehammer and tearing down a wall. So he's hitting a wall. And from the other side of the wall, we're going to see the debris going crazy, right? It's just going to be pop, 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 blowing up. Then we reveal to Scott's face, and he walks into what becomes a design space. As he walks through the house, the income property, the elements of construction and reno behind him start to transform. So, the old stairs become new stairs. The kitchen cabinets, they are redesigned into something more modern and functional. They measure everything in the house and they recreate it in the computer. So they rebuild it through CGI so they can emulate what it actually looks like live.
There's different ways to approach this, and we could have done it all CG, but we really wanted to make it as authentic as possible. And CG does do a great job, but to simply approach it in a CG manner could look a little bit artificial. So we wanted to combine CG live action together.
This is an interesting job because there are so many different elements to this project. There's the performance of Scott. There are many technical elements, of course the CG work with Tantrum. And we're shooting some green screen elements today. These are plate shots to be comped into a location shot that we did at the house today, and then we're also shooting another green screen shot which will be comped into our exploding wall.
What we're trying to achieve by combining these elements is for the wall to explode. And as soon as those bricks clear frame, you have Scott walking very dramatically through all the dust and debris and all the garbage that's within this wall. And everything is floating in slow motion. He's kind of coming through with this really strong confidence, that look in his eye. He plows through this wall and he's kind of like, look what I just did.
It's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot of walking, and that's tough. And I had to walk the same way 25 times. And I didn't feel the difference, but apparently it looked very different every time.
Scott's great. He's just an easygoing guy. He's fun, but he also doesn't give up, which is great. we did that one sledgehammer scene, and it was take after take after take, and there's a lot of people out there, I think, that are celebrities like him that might get a little frustrated, but no, Scott wanted to get it done. He wanted to get it right. He wanted to keep going until it was perfect, and I think that's my favorite part about working with him.
So we went through a number of songs that we felt were appropriate to give that, foot stomping, I want to play along sense, and also, portrayed Scott as a hero. We've licensed a new song by the Young Goulets, and it's called Here We Go, or otherwise known as the Fight Song. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see a nugget of an idea transform from conception to production to post-production and see it on the screen. I think it's going to be truly incredible.